morning to you once again. You are looking live at our camera over at Grand Isle, courtesy of Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network, and you can see a mixture of sun and clouds, some high altitude clouds out there as well, and that's going to be the deal for today. We'll see a mixture of clouds and sun. Yesterday getting a high temperature of 61. We're going to be very close to that mark. Our average this time of year, our normal 62. We're going to be close to that as well. There you see the low this morning at 33, so just a hair above freezing. Let's just jump on over to the weekend and talk about what we could be seeing and what we might be expecting. A winter storm potential for the entire southern half of the United States. It's just a question of just how far south does the wintry precipitation go, and even more important is just how much cold air that we go, how far that goes, because going into Sunday morning, the possibility of icing and freezing rain is definitely going to be there. Let's talk about the short range first, and you can see there's not a whole lot going on. Satellite shows a few fair weather clouds, radar shows a couple showers in between Galveston down to Corpus Christi, really nothing more, nothing less. You wouldn't know, looking at the big picture, that there's even anything of significance developing out there, but slowly but surely we're going to see that change over the next couple of days. There's the graph model showing the clouds moving on by without incident. No chance of rain today, ditto for tonight, but then for tomorrow you may want to bring the rain gear with you to be on the safe side. Now tomorrow morning I'm not really expecting much in the way of rain, but as we go to Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday early evening, we'll start to bring a couple showers into the area. Not expecting anything strong or severe or anything like that, and temperatures will be a little bit milder before the next big cold front comes to town, and that's going to spread this mess of weather and precipitation, the snow up to the north, the ice in the middle, the rain down to the south. This is the European model. Now the European model, as far as the Baton Rouge area and the southern half of Louisiana is concerned, you're going to see a lot of green right there, so it keeps it basically as an all rain event. Now that doesn't mean that we let our guard down, because remember that there's not a significant difference between where you're getting areas of rain and where you're going to get icing, because you just need the temperature at the surface to get below 32 and stay there for, I would say, 1, 2, maybe 3 hours, and then you're really going to start to see a problem develop. Now that was the European. This is the GFS. The GFS a little bit farther south with the line between rain versus ice versus snow. That encroaches a little bit more down to the south, and then we get everything out of here by Sunday afternoon. But once again, I want to remind you that even though it could be an all rain event, we're still expected to get temperatures around freezing. Now as far as snow is concerned, that ship has basically sailed. As long as nothing of significance changes, it looks like maybe the northern portion of Louisiana is going to get that. So then we start to shift our focus to the possibility of freezing rain. Looking at the NBM across the entire region, you see that expansive pink, and let's get a little bit closer to our neck of the woods, and you'll even see we're going to put a couple of numbers to it. Now these numbers, they're going to look very small, but I want to remind you that even though you barely see anything here, when you're talking about ice and ice accumulation, it doesn't take much. I would say even a trace of that is going to make the roads very dangerous, if not impossible to drive. That would be early Sunday morning. Because remember, even when you have freezing rain essentially is rain all the way until it hits the contact of the surface, and that surface is frozen. So it freezes on contact. Very important to keep that in mind. Regardless, we're expecting a decent dose of precipitation, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches over the next 7 days. Nothing for today. Today's going to be a high of 62 under partly cloudy skies. Then for tonight, we're actually going to be not quite as cold, the low temperature getting down to the mid 40s. In the all-important 7-day forecast, unfortunately, the most important number on that map is that 31 that you see between Saturday and Sunday. We want to try to get that number back above freezing. Otherwise, yes, icing on the roads will definitely be a possibility.